I just welcome you all again for this 45 hours data science program. Okay, so the very first thing what I'm going to see is many people are confused. What is the difference between a data science and a machine learning? The second thing is which I should study to secure a better position. Is a data science or a machine learning? Okay, so starting with data science. A very short and crisp meaning of data science is nothing but you're going to collect a data. Suppose you are running a shop, a jewelry shop. Okay, so you are going to collect the data for the past 1 year. So what are all my customers preference, what designs are selling fast, on what rate people are preferring, on what models they are preferring, they want earrings or chains or bracelet, whichever they want. So I'm going to collect data, and instead of going in the future, instead of going with the randomness, I can go with certain details. Okay, this is my customer's preference, so I can go with this to maximize the profit. Okay, this is called a data science, using data to predict or to work for our future. Okay, so here comes the next thing. What is meant by machine learning? Okay, I have a set of 5 datas, a data of 5 students. I can sit and manually work out the things. So this student A is something weaker at max. Okay, I should concentrate in max. So student B is something weaker on English. So I should make something over him, right? So if it is a small data, like it will be convenient and it will be possible to do it manually, right? But if you take a corporate or IT sector or any industry you are going to work, you will be handling a trillion kinds of data. Okay, a trillion sets of data with trillion classification. You can't even summarize how much data you have. Okay, so there you will be introducing a algorithm based languages called machine learning. So what is machine learning? Okay, so machine learning or nothing but it's a sort of algorithm to collect the data from our usual sets. So I have a data. So what I want to see? I want to see which students are dull, which students want to cope up. So instead of me picking up manually, the algorithm does the same way, the same usage. What the organization want from their data, they don't want to manually choose it from them. Okay, so the algorithm does, right? So I'll be going with an example. As I said, we'll be having a data. Okay, so that's will be collected from our previous service or from our customers. Okay, so I'll be working out with an algorithm. So get the data in from this data, get me the marks, get me the preferred model, preferred rate, everything I'll be getting from the data using an algorithm, and I'll be getting an insight. So this is, I'll at the end of the day, I'll be getting an insight. Okay, this is what the people need. Is this what the convenient model? Is this the way to improvise my work? Is this the correct way to flourish my business? This is the simple and crisp definition of what is meant by data science and why data science is needed. Okay, so I'll be having, for example, okay, I'll be having I'll be having a 30 observations here. Okay, suppose to be precise, I'm running a shop. Okay, I'm running a shop here. So I have 30 customer in my last 1 month. So what I'm going to do here, two things will be playing the facts. So the people who comes to my companies, I should meet their satisfaction and they should have some loyalty with my company. Okay, if they have satisfied with their product or with our service only, they'll be returning back to us, right? That is the fundamental thing. And the loyalty. So we should be treating the customer so that he or she must come again to us. Some sort of loyalty we should give them, right? So how we are going to serve them better? This is a thing, right? So this is a simple thing. Every what is it? Every business people need. If you are doing a shop, okay, if you are doing an IT sector, even you have a client, right? So how to get the better customers, or how to get influence the customer to come to you again? Okay, we use the machine learning algorithms to do that. Okay, so I'll be starting with the things. You don't worry, these are all just a representation. To be more precise, in the first 5 days I'm going to introduce, we are not going to learn anything on this first 5 days. In the first 5 days, what we are going to see is what is data science, how we people are working in a data science. We are going for a mini tour. Okay, we are going for a mini tour on what is data science, what and all people are doing, why the data science is there, how data science is evolved, how to get, how people are working in current environment. That's what we are going to see. Okay, you sit back and relaxly just listen to what I'm just showing up. Okay, so I just come over again. This first 5 days is planned only to get you some overall idea on what is my data science. Okay, so sorry, here I have a simple algorithm. Okay, so I have a simple algorithm here. So I have a set of data from a customers, from a set of customers. I just plotted a graph, loyal, something between loyalty and satisfaction. Okay, if I have more loyalty and more satisfaction, they are my best customers. They will, for sure, they will be returning back to me. Okay, so if I have less loyalty and less satisfaction, obviously they won't come. They will go back. They will just see other service. They will seek others services, right? So you can see here, if we go closer, you can see here. So I, in out of 30 people, I have, when I just plot a graph between loyalty and satisfaction, I have set of clusters. Okay, the data science mostly use the technique called, or the term called, cluster. Okay, while we go little deeper in data science, the term cluster plays an important role. You'll be heard cluster analysis, the cluster differentiation, or the clustering. Okay, so clustering is nothing but it's a contour plot. So we are going to differentiate based on, here we use loyalty versus satisfaction, right? So I have things. Okay, so I have some clusters here, right? So I have two clusters here. I just divided it. Okay, so the clusters with less loyalty and less satisfaction, what we call is as low loyalty and low satisfaction, which obviously is they won't return back. They are not satisfied with our product or the service. They are not loyally treated by us. Okay, so the rest all is eligible customer who will be coming back to us, right? So how we are going to improvise this? So this is something, a set of data I just collected from 30 people, right? Okay, here you can see, I just, first what we did, we just collected a set of data, we just plotted a graph between loyalty and satisfaction. Here I created an algorithm to create a KM mean. So to, I don't want to mess up what is meant by KM mean, something and all here. I just use in a shorter form, I just made some cluster based upon things. See here, I just say, here I just say people who have more loyalty and less satisfaction. People who have more satisfaction and less loyalty. I just divided. still I have, okay, still I have defined or recreated the existing graph into with multiple objectives. Okay, so these people are something very poor. We don't want to mind by that. Okay, so these are the people who have more loyalty but less satisfaction. I'll just go a little closer. Okay, here you can see more loyalty, less satisfaction. The same here, the more satisfaction but less loyalty. These people are like, they are very satisfied. They have both loyalty and then satisfaction, right? So what we are going to see, these people, we are not going to like, this is not the way. Like, we'll be alienated these people and these will be their fans, and the people who have more loyalty and less satisfaction, they will be our supporters. Okay, the people who have more satisfaction but they don't have less loyalty, they have less loyalty, they will be roamers. If any companies give some loyalty to them, they can move. Okay, but these people, these supporters, they have high loyalty. Even though they don't have satisfaction, they will support us, they will buy our products, they will do, because they have loyalty. These people are satisfied with our service but they want some loyalty, so they can jump, they can roam. They, some other people is giving some sort of discount, here she may jump to that. So these are nothing, we don't want to worry about that. They are both satisfied, they have high loyalty and high satisfaction. Okay, so we are going to first see how to convert everyone into fans. We are not going to just concentrate on this alienated first, because alienated is something like we should the things is like, we, for the alienated people, we should increase their satisfaction and their loyalty too, right? But for the supporters, we want to convert into fans, means we should give them some sort of satisfaction. The same time, roamers means we should give them the sort of loyalty, right? We'll see how we can change our supporter into a fan. Okay, so we go to a shop. What is the basic criteria for not getting a satisfied service? Most probably, if you very precise, you will be having two things in your mind. The first thing is, the service person or the service delivery guy won't be very much polite, or he may not deliver the thing which you expect. That will be the first reason for lagging in satisfaction. What is the second thing? Obviously, the second thing is money. Okay, so high, even though if you sell a good product at higher price, people won't prefer that. If you do process high quality, people won't prefer that. Okay, so these two things are, in an overall overview, is the main cause for the supporters to lag in satisfaction. So if we concentrate on both these, we can just move our supporters into our fans. The fans is nothing but they have more loyalty and more satisfaction, right? Now, okay, I just give a polite, or my service will be like whatever your expectation. Okay, their satisfaction will get increased. So these supporters will move to their fan side. Okay, what I should do to these roamers? The roamers are actually satisfied, they are very satisfied with my service, but they want some loyalty. Okay, they are extremely happy. Okay, I am very happy with the service which that company provides, but I want some loyalty. What the basic loyalty we'll be giving is, we'll be giving some sort of discount, 50% discount, 70% discount. You buy this, you get this. You buy certain products, you get this free. Okay, we are continuously will be providing. This month this is the sale. Okay, this month you buy this, you will get this. Okay, loyalty cards. Okay, you purchase this, you will be getting some points. Upon getting or upon acquiring some points, buy this for this free. and then we'll be creating raffles. Okay, you just get eligible for some deals and you will be getting a chance to win this, right? So the same way we'll be moving our rumors to fans. In current trends, this is the basic thing. Even though you don't want to purchase certain thing, people will be like, the companies will be offering 80% offer. The offer will be ending in one day. You'll be getting a notification, right? So automatically people tends to open and see. They'll be very eager to see what under 80% offer is there. So once they their target is like they want to bring the high traffic inside their organization, they'll be bring that. Okay, once they move up, they will be creating so much of things like this guy purchased this, or these many people purchased this, didn't you buy? They'll be using some catchy words. They'll be giving you discount. They'll be saying this goods is 1,000 rupees, but if you buy these both, it will come for 750. Okay, I can buy for 750. Okay, so this is something sort of loyalty we are giving to our roamers to get attracted towards our organization and to be our fan. Okay. Next, this is a simple thing how we are going to achieve. I just was describing, right? I want to date data, I want to do this. In industry they does this. So what we'll be doing, they'll be writing algorithms to get the things, required things from the data, right? They'll be having dendro diagrams, which is called dendrograms. Okay, so you'll be having something like a fishbone diagrams or a normal cluster diagrams. Okay, so you'll be using these. We'll be having graphs to analyze what is the things between these and these. These are the basic things we'll be using that. Okay, I'm coming back to the things. The data science is all about data's algorithms and insights. Okay, so we'll be collecting data, we'll be getting algorithms, we'll be doing that insight to develop our data. Okay, so I'm moving to the course map. We can see it, right? Course map. Okay, so this is a course map we are going to do for the rest 45 days. We'll be starting with the introduction. What is meant by data science? Data science means obviously we are going to play with data, right? So what sort of data does people need? So if I give a customer, he will be using name, mobile number, everything, right? But that at the end of the day, I don't want every data. I just want to data some data which I am going to use. Okay, so we are going to see what sort of data really use people, what sort of data you want to acquire from the customers if you are in a certain field. So what is mean by data science? Why data science is preferred? Okay, so we'll be seeing that. Post that we'll go a little bit into maths. Don't worry, it will be a basics of maths. Don't worry about it. So we'll go a little bit into statistics. The both will be covering with a simple technology or simple software called Excel. Right? Don't worry about it. Okay. So moving on to that, we'll be seeing some basics in Python, not a full overview. We'll be seeing what and all needed for developing an algorithm to get data from a set of libraries. Okay, so we'll be clustering both this statistics and Python. Statistics like what things to be having in data, right? So we'll be using this algorithm to get the statistics. We'll be seeing that in advanced statistics, and whatever we are going to do the machine learning. Okay, so I don't want to tend to do the work every time, so I'll be assigning a learning algorithm for that machine to do that work for me. I don't want to do for every time, right? Okay. So covering up this, we'll be getting a data scientist overall work. Okay. I just want to just convey you people one thing. Data scientists, I don't say this is a toughest one among those. Okay. To be very frank, in this part, you are going to know what is meant by data and data science. Okay. So here you are going to use some math. Math is like something like this plus this is this. The Excel going to do the thing. You are not going to do anything. Some functions in Excel you're going to see. You are going to use this statistics in the Excel max you are going to do. It is quite easy. Python, Python nowadays 10th, 12th guys are reading, right? So I'll just make sure it is even more basis than that. Okay, advanced statistics and machine learning. At the end of 45 hours, you'll be a perfect you will be a perfect candidate to attend a data scientist job, and you can secure a better position in that field. Okay. So as I just said, we'll just start off with the introduction of data science, then mathematics, and then statistics, and then Python, and then advanced statistics, and then machine learning. Okay. So as I said in the very first word, here to be very precise, to learn the data science, I just expect everyone, okay, I just expect everyone to be very engaged in the class, okay, to be to make sure whatever I try to convey, you are getting that or not. You just interrupt me wherever, like every day I'll be just dedicating an hour, 15 minutes post the session to clear your doubts. Okay, so you just try to get whatever I just try to send you people. Okay, and then you just whatever we teach, you just work it out. Okay, I can teach you, I can just show you the path. It's upon you to work it out. So if I say 5 plus 5 is 6, so you can just remember. If you want to remember, okay, 5 plus 5 is 6. 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, you can remember. But if you just sit and work it out, how 5 plus 5, 5 plus 1 is 6. Okay, so next time, if anyone says what is 7 plus 8, you don't want to refer anything. You can just see how you got 5 plus 1. The same way you apply there, you will get the answer, right? So I just want you people to be very conscious during the class, and then get whatever I just convey, just note it down. If you have any doubt, you can ask me at the end of the session, and you just try to work it out. Even though it is a simple topic, you just try to work it out. You try to out of the box, think out of the box. That is the data science works, everything that, right? You just try to work it out. If I just teach you the very basics in Python with an example, you just try to build a bigger thing. You try to think. Okay, this is what the things we'll be seeing, and the general introduction about the class. Okay, yes, moving on, data science, the first question of the day. Okay, why are there so many business and data science buzzwords? I just want answer from you people. Why in the current trends, data everywhere, data science, data science, data science, everywhere, wherever I go, data science, whichever business I go, data science, everywhere the word data science. What is the reason behind that? Can anyone just tell me why the word data science pops? What is data science? Yes, yes, you people are good. Yeah. So I just said before, right? Before, if you are 10-15 years ahead, you are doing a shop, something like a dress shop, okay, a clothes shop, a garment shop, right? So what you will be doing? You will be buying a bulk thing, two t-shirts, five something, 200 t-shirts or 500 pants you will be buy. You will keep it for a sale, and consider 80 to 90 will get sold out, and rest 10 will be there. Next month what you'll be doing is they will keep for sale. This is 80 percentage off, this is 70 percentage. Not becoming any loss, you'll sell it at a minimum profit. The next month what they will do, they will buy a border in bulk, they will be repeating, right? So now the current trend is like the people don't want to risk their life. In particular, they don't want to get a small pot also loss, and a profitable business they want to build. So what they are doing is like they are getting into their back stages. They're getting their data. Okay, this many days I have this my business, and these are the things people are expecting. They don't want a torn gene. Instead, they want something like a colorful thing. Okay, so now I'm going to order, instead of 90 things, I'm going to order 95 things. So there before it was 10 loss for me. Here I'll be getting a 7 to 8 profit than the before, which will be merely 2 or even no loss here. So I'm going to analyze, I'm going to just going to link the demand in the market. I'm not going to do any permutations and combination. Not going to risk anything. Not going to buy, I'm not going to keep, I'm not going to see it's selling or not. Just going to see the market, I'm going to analyze with that, I'm just going to link it. No risk here, right? I'm just directly linking customers demand with the profit, or I'm going to get with no loss condition. Okay, here I have a set of datas here. I have ID name. Okay, ID name is what where he is from, like that. I'm going to have data. This is a data, right? So consider this is a data of a company, workers in a company. Okay, so I have ID here, and the name here, and then age there, which the branch they are, everything here and there. Okay, so what usually are you gonna do with this data? How I'm going to use these data to get into a profitable thing? I'm going to uh, look into this data. Okay, so what is the data analytics teams will do? You said, sir, okay, you said you have data, you will be analyzing that, you'll be getting an insight. Okay, so just give me some more shades on what you have said. Okay, so I'm going little closer. So I have a data here. What I'm going to do that? First, I'll be processing it to my data team. So what my data team does? Okay, my data teams, they have raw data. Whatever they have collected from the customers, they will be having that. So they will be processed that depending upon our requirement. Suppose we need our targeted audience is between the age from 20 to 30 only. They will be shorting that. What we don't want every data. I'm just telling you again, we don't want each and every data we are just going to think. Okay, they will be working it out, they will be shortlisting the things, shortlisting the data, shortlisting the set of criteria which we need. They will be preparing a library. Okay, this is the preliminary step. This state data, this processed data will be handed over to our business intelligence team. You will be heard of BI, business intelligence. What they will be doing? Business intelligence is nothing but they'll be put your data. What are the data is the given by the data team? Just they will use some graphs or some sort of representations. Here they say our services was used by 60% by people from North India, uh, something like 25 from South India, 10 from East India, some 2% from West India. Okay, what they are going to convert? They are going to convert the huge amount of data into some infographics. So see, before step we have this much data. The 1,000 data had been clustered into a single diagram. They are going to process the data, what they are going to get from the data team. They are going to process based upon their business, based upon their need. They are going to process that. Okay, this will be done by our business intelligence team. Here comes the data science team. Okay, so the data science team will have a data. They will be having an infographics. Infographics is nothing but the information which are in the form of graphs is called infographics. Okay, they'll be having. So this equations and all don't get messed. What is this equation is all about, like that. Will while moving into the class, you'll be learning the each and everything of the terms or the equation which we are going to use. Okay. So what they'll be doing is they'll be analyzing. Okay, this at this particular time our business is blooming. Okay, that time we don't want to keep any discounts. This particular month people are not preferring for our service. So what we are going to do? We are going to attract people in this time. Okay, so you can see, consider this is our product, something product B. The product B is something okay in this time, and while moving this time is quite good. So I don't want to give any sort of loyalty or any things during that time. Instead, I can just want to provide some loyalty here or something at low grass so that I can just bloom my market. Okay, this is the basic things in a data science industry. Okay, collecting data, processing it, and then we are going to put up things in their business point of view and we are going to analyze it. Okay, so some business dictionaries. So we'll be having data. Okay, we'll be having data and we'll be having data teams to process that, and big data team. What is big data team and the data team? A data team, suppose I just want to be very what to say, if I want to say in a simple term, a data team and a big data team are more or less equal. Data team is there like collecting data. They won't be doing much things in the data. What they'll be doing is they'll just collect data, they'll just provide it, they'll just process it, that's it. So big data team is something like they'll be doing the rest of the things. They'll be analyzing this. What is the thing for, what is the things needed for this? Okay, we are going to analyze the participants or the service which is mostly attracted. Okay, so they are going to see what is going to attract her, in which area our service is preferred most. They are going to see that they are the real processors of our team who's going to handle our data. Okay, so business intelligence, they are going to get the process data, they are going to project in the way of what we really need. So data and science people, what they will do is they'll just analyze, they'll give some insights. So what they will be doing is business analytics and then data analytics. Okay, so we have the first conversion of the day, the constant evolution of data science industry. How the data science industry? First of all, we just saw why data science. Data science is like I don't want to risk my industry, or I don't want to risk my business, right? So for that we are using data science. How the data science industry evolved? The question is how the data science industry is evolved. Okay, so if you go something like 20-25 years ago, there will be a man in every industry. You will just can see in every industry there will be a man. What he will be doing is his role is a statistician. Okay, so what he will do, He'll have the records of their products sold, who purchased, what is the product to be bought next. Something like an inventory control he'll be doing. This much product is we bought, this much product sold. Next month we'll what product should be bought. You'll be doing that. Okay, so he'll be doing a statistics. I had this much product bought, this much things. Okay, then fine. He'll be just doing some statistics. Next, evaluation came. We just use the data. We get into first see what is the status in there. He'll gather and cleaning data sets by applying some statistic method. He'll be having some statistical method. He'll just use that method to clean the data. He'll be getting some data. He'll be using to just cleaning in the sense he'll just remove the unwanted thing. Something like name. I don't want. I just want to name group only. So I'll remove that name. I don't want to see which phone number he is. There's no way. I don't want. I don't want to just keep unwanted things. I'll just remove that. Okay, so he'll do that. So doing that, what we'll be getting is we'll have some we'll have something like we'll have datas. Our datas will be growing. Okay, for 1 year we have did this, so okay, profit this is okay, we'll just continue that. Okay, up all that, what we'll get? Radial improvement of technology. Okay, he'll just say okay, fine, this okay, we'll do this. This left side part he will be doing. What is the thing is, okay, this we sold, okay, this we didn't get per loss, okay, so sell this. He'll see the left side of part. He won't see the market analysis, everything he won't do. Okay, then we moved on to data mining. What is data mining? Okay, so it is something around 5 years ahead of that. If we go back to 20 years before. Okay, so what he does is same thing he'll be doing. A data mining specialist, what he'll be doing is he'll be collecting the data. He'll be eliminating the unwanted data gathered from that. He'll be doing that. In addition to that, he'll be doing a new model. What he'll be doing is he'll be creating a new model. Next time, I don't want to do the above work. He'll be creating a new model. Next time, whatever I data input, it will just do the things. Okay. The next thing, 10 years ahead of that, 10 years it was going like that. 10 ahead of that, I got a new specialization called a predictive analysis specialist. Okay, so what he is doing? Okay, the same thing he'll be doing. He'll get the data, he'll process it, he'll make it into pattern. He just go a little bit to the right side. He'll be just forecasting. Okay, this month it may go. He might, here you should note, he might not be very sure. It may go or it might not go. Okay, he'll be forecasting. Forecasting is like predicting. Okay, sir, this month we can buy this because Dasara is coming. People will get, okay. In spite of things, these also people might get. So we'll get that, sir. He will forecast. He won't be sure. Okay, he is just stepping onto the right side. Instead of getting the things here, he just little bit move on to the right side. Okay, next comes the evaluation of data scientists. This is couple of years back. Okay, so data scientist, what he's doing, he'll be linking, he'll be getting this side also and this side also. He'll be getting data, he'll be analyzing things. Okay, these and all the areas we want to give our service. Now he will go to the right side. He'll just see, okay, this is the demands here. Okay, we'll connect this and this. Profitable service we can offer and the demand which is thing. We'll connect these two. Okay, this is the evaluation of data science industry. Okay, so the second question of the day, everything is fine. In terms of HR manager, what will be a better push? Like, why companies prefer a data scientist? Why they want to adapt? You just said before it was a statistician and then senior analyst is there, everywhere is there. Why we want to adopt a current job, that is a data scientist, why they want to acquire? So before, a HR manager has a position called data analyst specialist. So what he will be doing? He'll be just doing some data job. Is just alright? So what he'll be doing? Uh, before that, okay, before that we'll be having a statistician, right? So statistician, what will be doing is he will do that work when the company evaluate. Okay, I just, when the HR says, okay, I just want to improve my sales, now he'll just give that to just sir work on to the models. So what he will do? Sir, I am not a data analyst. So there comes the first lag, right? So moving on to that, they will be posting, they will be having a new data analyst specialist job, right? So moving on to the data analyst will be coming, and he'll be good at doing statistics, and he'll be just creating models, he'll be doing that, but he will lag in business analytics. So I got data, but I suffer in doing the business ideas. So here, then the what the HR will do, okay, instead of them, I can prefer a junior data scientist. So here, the what the junior data scientist does, he does a data engineer work, which is a statistician. He going to create, he going to process the data, everything. He are going to do the data analyst specialist works, right? He is going to process that, he's going to link this, and he's going again to the right side also, he's going to see that market demands, and he's going to correlate. Here I'm just saying that we are not going to stock anything, we are not going to risk anything. The main point is risking things. Okay, so okay, uh, data scientists, full of things. People will get fluctuated. Even if you have thousands of data, you will be getting you won't even know if you are well and good at works also, you'll get fluctuated. Oh, this much data, I am getting messed up with what and all to do. So what we are going to do is we'll be getting those data into infographics. Okay, 25 pages of information can be given in a single page of infographics. Okay, the basic thing is I don't want to sit and analyze the 25 pages of data. I can just see, I can spend one page of infographics. Infographics is better. Okay, infographics is better for a data science. Okay, yeah, it will be like, it will have that whatever want to get to be done. This is the point to be shown. The first 5 pages, this point is what they have described. Okay, it will be well crisp and it will be up to that point. This is what to be learned from this. Okay, so business analytics will be doing various things in infographics. Business analytics, data analytics, data science, business intelligence, machine learning. Okay, we'll be moving that everything, machine learning, business intelligence, everything using infographics, because infographics are nothing but it is an extraction of data. Whatever you have data, 20 30 pages of data, infographics, it will be easier. Okay, so I'll just stop as of this. We'll continue with what is the difference between analysis and analytics. We'll start off with tomorrow's class. Okay, I'll just spend remaining 15 minutes with your interaction, so that if you have today, you might not have, because it is an introductory class, you might not have, So it's okay, you have some general doubts, right? People are asking, sir, program is necessary for data science. You'll have some basic doubts, right? So we'll clear that first. Okay, then tomorrow's class we'll start off with what is analysis, what is analytics, what is the difference between there, where we are going to go inside that. Okay, so we'll do that. So I'll just concentrate on our chat so that people who have doubts, they can post it there. If you don't have any doubts, it's well and good, you can just leave the session. The session is done with now. Okay, yes, I can, people can start posting their questions. Okay, uh, Pratik Paul asked me, how strong programming necessary for data science? To be very honest, we don't want, we want a little, something like, what to say, it is 10% of Python we need. 10%. It's just to get the algorithm done. Okay. And had nothing. See, why we are using Python, why you are using Python here is like, Python is like a tool to extract data, to do our statistic work. We don't want to sit and do here. Okay, Python does. See, Python, see, you maybe, you people might be thinking Python a big language, something like Python. See, if you read some 10 lines of code, so repeating it will be. If you want to do that, do that. It will be well and good. See, you don't want to be like, sir, I don't know anything in this. Like, I don't know what is meant by Python, what is meant by machine learning, what is meant by data science. So here I am there to teach you that, right? So that's why I'm just saying, if you know a little bit about whatever all we know, it is good. If you don't know what we are going to cover, if you don't know anything about that, it is well and good, so that we can start from very basic scratch and we can do that. Okay, can you tell please something about Python? Python is nothing. That's what I'm saying. No, Python. Why we are using, like, we are going. If we are going to do some task, we are not going to do it again and again. We are going to repeat it using Python. Okay. Our language we are not going to involve as of now. Which platform is best, Jupyter and Anaconda Spider? If you are a beginner, you can use Jupyter. If you are well versed in Python, you can use Spider. Tableau we are not going to use. What and all things we need to install for these session practicals. Okay, so I'll go back to that place. Okay, I'll go to the roadmap. Okay, for this part you don't want to do anything. For these two, I'll be asking to do in Excel and this Python. Okay, and most precisely I'll be, see, this will be covered in 5 days. Okay, upon completion of 5 days, I'll be giving a set of links in your group, so you download this, keep it ready with this study material, everything I'll be giving it. Don't worry about that. You just concentrate on what I'm teaching on that day. If you are well and good, okay, I'll be, as consider, we'll be I'll be giving a day by day a building block. You just build it one by day by day. What I'm going to do, that build that one by day. At the end of the day, I'll make you that thing. Okay, please. Data scientist. What is the work of data scientist? Okay, in one word, I'm going to see what is my what service was liked by customers and what is the service demand. I'm going to link that. That is the data scientist. What is the prerequisites we need? Uh, what is the prerequisites to need to learn alphabets A B C D for a, what is the prerequisite for a kid to learn ABCD? That is the prerequisite to learn this also. Okay, so we don't have that's what I'm coming again and again, we don't have any prerequisites to learn these topics. Okay, it's better if we get recorded class files or PPTs on the day. Yes, we'll work on to that. Okay, we'll work it out. I'll be having a cloud. Okay, I'll be updating in a folder in my drive. I'll be sharing that. Okay, most probably I'll be sharing today onwards. Okay. How is the opportunity of learning data scientists for MBA HR students? See, I'm just saying, no. Uh, to be very precise, every industry need a cashier, right? Even a hotel manager need a cashier. A big IT company needs someone to something like a cash, right? So yeah, every company have R&D department separately, how to improve their product, everything they will be doing. Like that, every industry exists here has a separate data scientist team. They want to know, they don't want to risk, they want to know how to sell their product and where to sell their product, how to improve their service to do that, what is their people expectation. So everyone need that. Coming back to the HR department, why HR departments need is, if you are having some sort of things, right? I was just saying, no, how to, basic example I'm saying, I'm going to take on data analyst. Is this kind of things or my future in 10 years of now, I'm going to, my industry will be doing this. So what sort of people I want to take? So that for that, I want to predict what, in how many, in this much year, where my company will be. Okay. That is a basic thing for a HR point of view, I'm saying. Don't worry. Don't worry about things. Don't mess up with this, sir. What will be in this Python statistics, math? I'm saying at the end of every page, you will say, sir, this is what is this? Is this really, this is the things to be learned for a data center. Okay. It will be very easy. Don't mess up with things. So what will be this, that, this, that. Okay. You just learn a little by little. At the end of the day, it's like joining 10 topics, you'll be having a big topic. That's it. Okay, any more questions? Any more questions? Attendance is not needed. It's, I'm just saying you again, if you want to learn, you will be, obviously attendance is not a particular mandatory thing. We want to give you attendance, everything. If you are really interested to learn, I'm ready to teach you whatever you are, wherever you are stuck at, but it's upon you. PPTs, PPTs will be making, don't worry. Everything, it's like the main thing, it's like practice. The only term we can say is practice. Yes, you can join. Monishra, you can join. Okay. So I'm done with the today's class, I guess. If you have any questions, you can use your chat. Sorry, you can use your what to say? You can use your WhatsApp group so that you can just ask me. Okay.